I'd like to welcome the coach from Nigeria to the post-match press conference. Coach, can you please give us your thoughts on today's game?
Thank you and good evening, everybody. We all saw, the game was a tough one, highly competitive, and the Botswana girls were very spirited and very determined, and it was a good game. It was a tough game.
Thank you, Coach. We will now take some questions from the floor. Any questions? Yes, please.
The coach, Alize here, Nigeria for FNBs. I could see this man, but that was very tricky. Tricky customer today. I noticed some players were maybe a bit out of position, couldn't find their rhythm. Was that the game plan? Or were you just trying to make the team unpredictable?
Well, like we keep emphasizing, every game has its own strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and that's why you have to effect changes when you realize that things are not working out for you. And players will always, it's not always that you always have good days. There are times that you can also have some bad days. It's not deliberate, and that's why you have many players on the bench that you can always make changes. Yes, some individually didn't put up a very good performance, and that accounted for the way the game went on our side. We were not happy about it, but then we got better, particularly in the second half, and opportunities came our way, and we had to convert one of the chances that we had into a goal.
Thank you. A question here, please.
Good evening, Victor Ademala. We just won the game, 1-0, but we're also through to the quarterfinals of this competition with 6 points, with 1 game to go. We play our next game against Algeria in a few days' time, just 3 days away. Looking at the fact that we struggled to score, we finally got the goal, and we got 3 points, that's what matters, winning the game. But how do we now approach this last game against Algeria? The rest of the players in preparation for the quarterfinals, or to work on some of the mistakes that have been made in this game to correct that before we go into the knockout stage?
Yeah, it is always work. It is always work in progress. Even if we score 10 goals, it doesn't mean we will not make mistakes, and there will not be things that we still need to work on. So as we keep playing, we watch everybody. There are individual errors that will be corrected. There are team errors that we still have to work on. It's still work in progress. And certainly, when you have a lot of players like that, and you need to also give others a chance. So certainly, we will make some changes in the last game against Algeria. That is not to say we are presenting any team that is weak. All the players that are here are quite capable of playing in all the matches. So even when we make those changes, obviously we have to manage our players very well, because we are looking at playing 6 games. So we have to manage them very well. So even when we make those changes, it is to rest some of them and give them enough time to also recuperate.
Good evening, Coach. My question is simply this. Is it that you played a more difficult opponent today, or that your team didn't play as well as they should have done today?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a combination of both, because the Botswana team were already aware that they lost their first game, and they needed to get something out of this game. You can understand their approach. They were very committed and determined to make sure that they get results out of it. On our own side, I would say some of us were a bit complacent, and we took things for granted, and that accounted for why we had the kind of game that we equally had. So for me, it's a combination of both factors.
In the front here, please. Paula.
All right. Coach, you won't be having a player like Deborah, who is booked in 2 games successively in your 3rd game. And what should we expect in terms of approach? And for how this game turned out, his mission there is still the same.
Yeah. We are quite aware that she has 2 yellow cards, and that will mean missing the next game, and that we are already through to the next round gives others the opportunity to be able to play in the same position, and we see what they also bring to the party. You can't be the best without beating the best. It's work in progress. We know what we are here for, and we are not, like I said, all the teams that are here deserve to be respected. They are all working hard, and everybody wants to win their games. And most times, as the competition gets, as we keep making progress in the competition, obviously we must know that competition will be tougher. The opposition will be much stronger. We are quite ready for all that. As we get to every bridge, we will know how to get over it.
From Sports Catalog. What's your opinion concerning the quality of officiating today? Because we see some uproar from the fans and with the handball and the goal line technology that was not in use over here.
Well, it's not for us to begin to judge the referees. There are assessors, there are people that are also assessing their performance, but we're all practically on the field of play, and we saw decisions that were taken. Judgment is for us as individuals, and this judgment could be subjective. Sometimes certain decisions cannot be questioned because the referees are in charge. We must live with it and go ahead and continue with the game.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, thank you so much, Coach, for joining us, and good luck with your next match.
Thank you, and welcome everyone.